It is Saturday afternoon and we are headed out to the woods. The rut is in full swing. Mr. Lucas Carls was visiting me this weekend, and this morning, well actually about noon on the head, he connected on a beautiful 10-point before he actually even got into his tree. But then the guy up and left. He's supposed to stick around for 2 more days at deer camp, but he's got his buck in the wagon and Mom wants him at home, so he's gone. Here I am on my own, self-filming again. But with 2 days to hunt, I feel pretty good about it. We've been seeing lots of little bucks and a few big bucks in the distance, a few big bucks glassing from the truck. With the rut as hot as it is right now, I'm hoping that I can pull the same thing Lucas did and wind up with antlers on the ground for myself this weekend.
Say some really hard prayers tonight that we find him, because I hit him far back. That's not a good shot. Not a good shot. I'm sick right now. I'm sick. I've never got shot at deer before. Never hit a deer in the stomach. We're gonna have to get out and let him be. I just nicked one little twig and it sent that arrow back about 4 inches too far.
Well, it's the morning after. I made a poor shot on a deer last night. It's a nice 9-point buck. It's the biggest buck. It's the only buck I've ever taken off this property that I've been hunting now for about 6 years. I have watched that video 50 times. I've talked to 25 different people and tried to calm myself down and make the right choice. We've waited close to 19 hours to about noon on the next day. A lot of positive comments as to, yeah, it's a bad gut shot, but it might do the trick. We're gonna head down there and start slow searching through, and if all goes well, hopefully we'll find it bedded down not far from where we took the shot. If we don't find him and the blood is sparse, I do have a tracking hound on call that we're going to call in later in the afternoon to try and get on the deer. So I guess we're just going to have to see what happens. It's the first time I've ever gut shot a deer. I'm sick in the stomach about it, but this is what happens, and I think we've made the right choices by backing out and waiting as long as we have, and hopefully we have hands-on antlers here within the next hour or two.
This is right where we had first blood yesterday. We're back in the cow pasture where the shot was taken. We're gonna take the trail from here and sneak about 100 yards following and see what we see.
Find it, come on, find it. Find it.
Right ahead of you in the tree. So I've had a chance to sit and gather my thoughts. We're looking at 2 days after I made a extremely poor shot on a beautiful 9-point buck, and for me that's a first experience that I've had with, first of all, having to let a deer lay overnight and sit there with that guilt, that remorseful feeling that you've injured a deer and it's sitting out there and you don't know if it's dead or you don't know if it's still alive. It sucks big time, and I wanted to say thanks to Mark Harsh for bringing his tracking hound up to Spring Valley from Eau Claire. It means a lot that he took time out of his day to give me a shot to try and find my deer. With all the crisscrossing that buck did and all the other deer sent in that valley, there's just no way that she could keep track of what was what, and I'd lose a little bit of faith in the fact that I might have killed the deer, and 200 yards down the road her nose is buried in a spot of blood, and hope is reignited, and then another 10-15 minutes no blood and back down the bottom. So it was an emotional roller coaster to say the least. Gun season's coming up here in a week. I'm gonna hang the bow up for a bit, take a chance to get gear prepped up for the gun season, and hopefully I have an opportunity to take a buck at that time, and hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed that maybe we'll get a chance that somebody will find the 9-pointer, or we'll see him during gun season. Other than that, all you can do is move on and prepare for the next hunt.